a few months ago I made a video where I made a round system for Bedwars. This is the improved system. So we're first going to look at each thing and walk through it, and then we're going to test it. Okay, so in the workspace we have a lobby, which is here. This is where the player spawns, and you can see do not put an actual spawn location or they'll spawn here every time they die. Okay, you just want to put a part called spawn location, and in the spectator box, when the bed is destroyed, they go here, spectator area. Okay, and then we have the blue spawn and red spawn. You can place these where your spawns are. Okay, and then nope, in replicated storage we have a folder with broken beds, so the beds that are destroyed come here instead of destroying it. And that, so we can actually identify them. And then we have two events. So once blue bed's destroyed, it'll go true. Okay, and it's a boolean. Then we have desert. It's not really a desert. I'll show you the map. It looks weird, but it's this is just a map. Okay, and then we have the bed, and make sure you don't change the name of this, but you can change anything of this. Okay, and the shop doesn't work. We'll have a shop in a future episode. Oops. Yeah, so and then intermission. So this is the round starting. We don't need a status, I don't think. We'll keep that there. And don't worry about all these. This is for the block placement. I don't think that'll be in your model. So this is the first script. Spawn location. Lobby to spawn location. So once the player is added, so once the player joins, once their character loaded in, then it checks if there's a character. If there is, it checks if the beds are still intact. So if the beds are not destroyed, which equals to false, then it checks if game in progress is true, and then it moves the player to the blue team if it's true, and if this is false, once they load in the character, it moves them to the spawn location of their team. Okay. However, if the game isn't in progress, then it will just spawn them at the lobby. Okay, and this is like every time they spawn in, player.character added. Okay, next script, the main server script. This. So first we're requiring the script.ram module, which is this. The map directory is game.directory is maps. Okay, and then once the player is added, it chooses a random team when they join, and it clones the map, picks a random map and puts it into the workspace and names it parts folder. Remember, you do this step or you won't be able to place any blocks. Okay, and then intermission, 5 seconds. You can change this to, I don't know, 10 or 20, IP5. And then after this is finished, it won't display anything because it's empty. This is another way of saying nil, but you can say that. Start round. So it starts the round, and then handle join.enable equals false. This gets disabled, which it doesn't, so you don't really need the script, but I've kept it there. Now the round module, the biggest script. So you don't have to worry about all of this. This is the timer. We'll get to that. Okay, so choose team. This is what we saw here. So it chooses a random team. So if red team count, so we have the count of players in each team. Red team count is greater than blue team count. The player.team is blue team. Okay, so to balance it out. And then else, if none of this is right, then it puts them in a random team. The intermission, this was the intermission value, and it time remaining. So yeah, you'll see that soon. And then to mess, this is it. So it's converted into minutes instead of minute format instead of seconds. Okay, and this is the round timer. So timer +1, and it keeps going. So if it times 1000, then say all beds have been destroyed. and then beds destroyed true, and then so if any players die, they'll go to the spectator lobby. So function module start round, okay, this is the actual one, so it makes the value true, and we saw here, if it's true, then when they die, they'll move to the position, not here, to the spawn of their team, and then, so, this is just going to automatically, from the lobby, spawn them, change their C frame to the blue spawn or red spawn, depending on the team, and then, this is just the values here. So, round timer, so it does the round, and this is a check, let me just, so for I, players in pairs, players get children, so if the player dies, if there's a player, the character, and then, so if the team is blue team, and blue team's bed is destroyed, then it moves the player to the spectator area position, and don't change this weight, or you will break the script, okay? And then game.rushes.update GUI visibility via client. So this basically opens the spectate GUI, which I'll show you. This is from my current game, which I have. How do I enable this? So yeah, wait a second. There we go. So this gets visible from this event, okay? Else if it's false, then move to respawn the position, and then that's the same for red team. And then this is where it checks if a player dies. So playing 2, so playing 1 or playing is blue team, and playing 2 is red team. You have to keep, so if you want playing 3, it's like white team or something. You can do that. So if playing equals 0, then game.record.intimation divided red team as 1. So this is saying if the blue team count is 0, then the opposite team have 1. If the red team count have 0 players, then the opposite team has 1, blue team has 1, okay? And that's basically it. And it returns the module back to the script. Now, if we go to the client side of things, not that, which is a timer, which I'll show you, it's going to be up here. I'll show you once we test it. Okay, in the top, so this is the intermission. It is basically checking if the value changes, which it does, and so the text will be equal to the value. And that's how we can display anything from. Okay, yeah, that's basically it. We're going to test it now. So, if I make this to like 20, so the round doesn't start as fast. Let me do a local server. Okay, so here's the server, and then we have the 2 clients. If they load. There we go, so round starts, in here we go, there's intermissions 4, 3, and you can see we've got in random teams. Okay, so here we go. I will also have to show the pickaxe, I'll do that. So we have it, we've spawned at our bases. I don't think the block works here, but that's okay. And I'll show you, but you can't mine your own bed, okay? You can't mine it. How much you try, you can't mine your own bed. So you can mine this. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the server, move this person over there. And then now we're here, we can mine the blue team bed health. And if we mine that, there we go, it's gone. And so, if this guy dies, okay, then move to spectate, red team has 1, there we go, because the blue team, so playing is set to 0, this is playing 2, that's playing 1, okay, and I'll just show you, if I reset character, I'm still in the game, if I reset character, I'll spawn at my base, okay. I won't spawn anywhere else except for my base. Okay, so if we reset character, there we go, we keep respawning here. Alright, so that's it. That is the system. Now we're going to look at the pickaxe wheel. Pickaxe is here. So what I've added here is this section here. It looks quite big. Well, look at this first. So this is making sure you can't mine your own bed. So if remove block name equals red team bed and player.team equals game.team is on red team, or remove block so it's checking if the name is red team bed and their team and the players.team is red team, or if the remove block name is blue team and the player.team is blue team, then return. And it prevents mining own team's bed. It fires back at the remote client. This is returns, okay? That's what it means. And then here, so this is checking the names, and this just moves it into game.storage when they mine it. Okay, and then the values are equal to true because we mined it, and that means the player won't respawn. And that's basically it. Nothing here. I've just changed these, so you need to add them or it won't work. Okay, so those are checks to check which blocks you can mine and which you can't. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.